Hello students, welcome to the 7th video vector algebra class. This is the last video of a vector class. Today we are going to discuss problems and its solution. So before starting, first we start Brahmanath. शांति 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 सुस्त. So one question, that is three vectors of magnitude a, 2a and 3a act along the diagonals of three adjacent faces of OABC, OCDG, OAFG of a cube. Find their sum and its direction cosine. Okay. Now we are given that a cube and three faces of its diagonals, its length is equal to one diagonal's length is a, other diagonal length 2a, and the third diagonal length 3a. So we find what is resultant, that means find their sum. So we have to calculate sum of three diagonals and its direction cosine. So first we find the sum of three diagonals, next we calculate its direction cosine. Okay. So first we draw the figure cube, that is we take a cube whose three edges taken as a coordinate axis and each length of a unit. You know how to construct or how to make a cube. This is a cube. First we draw in this figure, next you draw in this way. Now joining the edge point. Okay, joining the edge. So here three edges taken as a coordinate axis. This one is x-axis, and this one is y-axis, and this one is z-axis. So this point is O, this one is A, and this one is B, this is the C, this is the D, and this one is E. Okay, this one is F, and this one is G. So clearly O, A, B, C, D, E, F, G is a cube. Now three edges taken as a coordinate axis, each side of length 1 unit. Okay. Now here the three faces OABC, OABC, these are lower face of the cube. O, C, D, G, this one is the side face, this one is the side face of the cube, and O, A, F, G is also another side face. Okay, so first we write these things. Answer: O, A, B, C, D, E, F, G be a cube. Okay, whose three edges taken as a coordinate axis, and each side of length 1 unit. Each side of length 1 unit. Okay. Now OB is one diagonal of face O, A, B, C. OD OD is another diagonal of the face OD. Okay, this one is one diagonal, this is one diagonal, and OF is another diagonal of face OAFG. Okay, now I cap, J cap and K cap with a unit vector which represent direction of coordinate axis OA or OX, OY, OZ. I cap, J cap, K cap with a unit vector represent direction of coordinate axis, direction of OX, OY and OZ respectively. Okay, OB is a diagonal, OB, OD and OF are the diagonals of faces OABC. Okay, comma OCDG and OAFG. Okay, so this one is I cap, OA is the I cap, OC is the J cap. So lower face is a parallelogram. So this one is also J cap and this one is equal to also J cap. Okay, so OB vector is equal to what? OB vector, that is OA vector plus AB vector is equal to OB vector. So this one is I cap and this one is also J cap, because the lower face is a parallelogram and in a parallelogram opposite side are parallel. So OA vector plus AB vector is equal to OB vector. That means OB vector is equal to I cap plus J cap. But its magnitude is equal to A. Now to find first its direction, we have to find a direction. So the unit vector in the direction of OB vector, is clearly I cap plus J cap by root 2. So the unit vector in the direction of OB vector is I cap plus J cap by root 2. Why it is the unit vector in the direction? Are you understand? So the unit vector in the direction of OB vector is I cap plus J cap by root 2. Okay. So since the magnitude of OB vector means diagonal. The magnitude of OB vector is A. So OB vector is equal to, देखो OB vector diagonal रो एटा होची डायरेक्शन रे यार मैग्नीट्यूड के देछि A देछि तो वेक्टर टा केम दियासियो डायरेक्शन सहित मैग्नीट्यूड ता तमे मल्टीप्लाई करियो, दैट इज OB vector is equal to A into I cap plus J cap by root 2. Is it clear? First we have to calculate the unit vector in the direction of OB vector is equal to I cap plus j cap by root 2. Okay, because the diagonal OB in the lower face OABG and this one is equal to j cap and this one is I cap. This is the direction of OA, OX and OY. Okay, so the unit vector must be I cap plus j cap by root 2. Since its magnitude is A, if we multiply magnitude with direction, we will get a vector. So OB vector is equal to A into I cap plus j cap by root 2. Similarly, the unit vector in the direction of OD vector, the unit vector in the direction diagonal OD equal to, what is the unit vector here? OD means this is the diagonal of face OCDG and that is include j cap and k cap. So clearly OD vector, the direct unit vector is equal to j cap plus k cap by root 2. So this is equal to j cap plus k cap by root 2. Okay, so this one is equal to j cap and this one is equal to k cap. So the unit vector is equal to j cap plus k cap by root 2. Okay, since its magnitude is 2a, given its magnitude is 2a, so OD vector is equal to 2a into j cap plus k cap by root 2. 2a into j cap plus k cap by root 2. Okay, are you understand? Next, the unit vector in the direction of diagonal OF. Since OF diagonal, it is the diagonal of face OAFG. That means it lies, this is the OA means I cap and OG means k cap. So the unit vector in the direction of diagonal OF. OF is the diagonal of faces OAFG. So OF vector is equal to, okay, that means its unit vector is equal to I cap plus this one is equal to k cap, I cap plus k cap by root 2. So OF vector means its unit vector is equal to unit vector in the direction of diagonal OF is equal to I cap plus k cap by root 2. Since its magnitude is 3a, so OF vector okay is equal to 3a into I cap plus k cap by root 2. Okay, so the unit vector in the direction of OB vector is equal to I cap plus j cap by root 2. Since its magnitude is a, so OB vector is equal to I cap plus j cap by root 2 into a. So a into I cap plus j cap by root 2 like that OD vector is equal to 2a into jk plus kk by root 2, and OF similarly OF vector is equal to 3a into ik plus kk by root 2. So these are the diagonals, these are the vectors represented or vector represented diagonals of the face OABC, OCDG and OAFG. Now we have to calculate its sum. It's a sum of diagonals. Now the sum of the diagonals of three faces, sum of diagonals of three faces are, let R vector be the sum of diagonals of vector, diagonals of a face. The faces are OA, BC, OCD, G and OAFG. Okay, that is R vector is equal to OB vector plus OD vector plus OA vector. So what is OB vector? So OB vector is equal to A into I cap plus J cap by root 2 plus 2A into what is OD vector? J cap plus K cap by root 2 plus plus 3A into I cap plus K cap by root 2. Okay, this is the sum of diagonals of three faces. Okay, is it true? So that means next we have to calculate what its direction, and now this is adding this one. So here 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 means this is the A I cap by root 2, here 3A I cap by root 2 means this is equal to 3 plus a 4A. So this is equal to 4A by root 2 into I cap. Next here A by root 2 J cap, here 2A by root 2 J cap means 2A plus A, this is equal to plus 3A by root 2 into J cap. Okay, next 2A K cap by root 2, here 3A K cap by root 2, so this is equal to 5A by root 2 into K cap. So this is the sum of diagonals, diagonals of the faces. This is equal to R vector. Now what is its magnitude? So R vector magnitude is equal to root of 4A by root 2 square plus 3A by root 2 square, here 5A by root 2 square. So this is equal to 4 square, this is the 16A square by 2, okay, plus 9A square by 2 plus 25A square by 2. So this is equal to 50. So this is equal to 50A square by 2 the root of n, that means this is the 25, this is equal to 25. So this is equal to 25A square root, so this is equal to 5A. So its magnitude is equal to 5A. Now to find the direction cosine, so what is the direction cosine? So first you have to calculate a direction ratio, then you have to calculate a direction cosine. So what is the direction ratio? So direction ratio of R vector, direction ratio means the component of I cap, J cap, K cap will be direction ratio. So direction ratio DRS of R vector is equal to, so this is equal to 4A by root 2, 4A by root 2, here this is equal to 3a by root 2. Okay, 4a by root 2, here 3a by root 2 and 5a by root 2. 5a by root 2. This is the direction ratio, and direction cosine DCS of r vector is equal to, you know, if a comma b comma c will be direction ratio, then direction cosine is a by root of r a square plus b square plus c square, comma b by root of r a square plus b square plus c square, comma c by root of r a square plus b square plus c square. So this is equal to a by means, so this is 4a by root 2 by root over a square plus b square plus c square, means this is the 5a, this is a 5a, here 3a by root 2 by 5a and 5a by root 2 by 5a. Okay, so here a cancel, so this is equal to 4 by 5 root 2, this is the 4 by 5 root 2 and 3 by 5 root 2, and this is equal to 1 by root 2. 5 cancel, so this is also 1 by a, so this is equal to 1 by root 2. So this will be direction cosine. So this one is direction cosine of the resultant of three faces, three diagonals of resultant of the diagonals of the three faces. Okay, next we do another problem, that is, so next question, if a vector cross b vector equal to a vector cross c vector, comma a vector not equal to 0 and b vector not equal to c vector, then show that b vector is equal to c into t, c plus t into a vector for some scalar t. What is t? Here t is the scalar. So how can you prove this one? B vector is equal to c vector plus t into a vector. Proof. So what are the given? Here a vector cross b vector is equal to a vector cross c vector. This is the given. Okay, that implies a vector cross b vector minus a vector cross c vector is equal to 0. You know, so cross product of a distributive of an addition or subtraction, you know already. That implies a vector cross b vector minus c vector is equal to 0. So what is the condition for two vectors are parallel? You know, if two vectors are parallel, then their cross product is 0. Otherwise, automatically we say also, if a cross product of two vectors is equal to 0, then what that vector? That vector must be parallel. Here a vector cross b vector minus c vector equal to 0 means, that means cross product of a vector and b vector minus c vector equal to 0. So what is the condition? A vector and b vector minus c vector. What can you say about a vector and b vector minus c vector? They are must be parallel. That implies a vector parallel to b vector minus c vector, or a vector is equal to 0 or b vector minus c vector is equal to 0. Either they are parallel or one of the vector must be 0. That means 0 vector. Since a vector not equal to 0, b vector minus c vector equal to 0 means b is equal to c vector. Here given b not equal to c. Since a not equal to 0, b not equal to c, b not equal to c vector, therefore a vector must be parallel to b vector minus c vector. That is, a vector parallel to b vector minus c vector, or you can say also b vector minus c vector parallel to a vector. That implies b vector minus c vector is equal to t into a vector, because you know one vector is a parallel means one vector must be scalar multiple of other vector. That implies b vector is equal to c vector plus t into a vector. What is t? Where t is a scalar. T is a scalar. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so next question, we do another question. If or prove that, next question number 3, prove that A vector cross B vector square, A vector cross B vector magnitude square is equal to determinant of A vector dot A vector, here A vector dot B vector, here A vector dot B vector and B vector dot B vector. So how can you prove this one? The A vector cross B vector magnitude square is equal to, okay, this is in the determinant form. Next, how to prove this one? देखो, first we take the LHS part. So A vector cross B vector magnitude square. You know A vector cross B vector. What is A vector cross B vector? Give me. What is A vector cross B vector? That means A vector magnitude, B vector magnitude, sin theta into n cap. But its magnitude means A vector magnitude, B vector magnitude, sin theta, n cap magnitude is equal to 1. So this is equal to A vector magnitude, B vector magnitude, sin theta, the magnitude square. Okay. So into n cap, the magnitude whole square, and this is equal to A vector magnitude square, B vector magnitude square, and this one is equal to sin square theta. But n cap magnitude square is equal to 1. Acha, A vector magnitude square means this is equal to what? A square. Okay. Or A vector magnitude square, A vector magnitude square into B vector magnitude square. Sin square theta means this is equal to 1 minus cos square theta, and this is equal to A vector magnitude square into B vector magnitude square minus A vector magnitude square into B vector magnitude square into cos square theta. So this is equal to A vector magnitude square means what? A vector dot A vector, A vector dot A vector, because the dot product of two equal vector is equal to square of magnitude of that vector. Here A vector dot A vector, and this one is equal to B vector dot B vector minus A vector magnitude, B vector magnitude cos theta. So this is equal to A vector dot B vector, A vector dot B vector square. Because A vector dot B vector means A vector magnitude, B vector magnitude into cos theta. Whole square means A vector magnitude square, B vector magnitude square, cos square theta. That is equal to A vector dot A vector, okay, B vector dot B vector minus A vector dot B vector into A vector dot B vector. So this is the LHS part. This is the LHS part. But what is the RHS part? But the RHS part is, now we expand this determinant. We expand this determinant. Here RHS equal to A vector dot A vector. Here A vector dot B vector. Here A vector dot B vector. And this is B vector dot B vector. So this is equal to, this is the second order determinant. You know, the expand of the value of a second order determinant is the product of diagonal elements minus product of non-diagonal element. So this into this minus this and this, that is A vector dot A vector into B vector dot B vector minus A vector dot B vector into A vector dot B vector. The product of a diagonal element minus product of a non-diagonal element. So this is equal to A vector dot A vector, here B vector dot B vector, and minus, so clearly it is RHS. So clearly this is equal to RHS. This is LHS. This is LHS. Therefore LHS is equal to RHS. So this proof is complete. Proof is complete. Next we go to another problem. so that the area of a parallelogram having diagonals 3 I cap plus j cap minus 2 k cap and I cap minus 3 j cap plus 4 k cap is 5 root 3 square unit. Here diagonals in a parallelogram are given. So one diagonal is this one, other diagonal is this one. So we take the diagonal d1 vector equal to this one and the other diagonal d2 vector is equal to this one. Answer. Let d1 and d2 are diagonals of parallelogram. Diagonals of a parallelogram, that is d1 vector is equal to 3 I cap plus j cap minus 2 k cap and d2 vector is equal to I cap minus 3 j cap plus 4 k cap. So d1 vector cross d2 vector is equal to I cap j cap k cap. Here 3, 1, minus 2, 1, minus 3, 4. So this is equal to I cap into 4 minus 6 minus j cap into 3, 4, that 12 plus 2 plus k cap into, okay, minus 9 minus 1. So this is equal to minus 2 I cap minus 14 j cap minus 10 k cap. So what is its magnitude? d1 vector cross d2 vector magnitude is equal to root over here 4 plus 196, 14 to square 196, okay, plus 10 to square 100. So this is equal to 200. So this is equal to 200. So 200 means this is equal to what? So 200, okay, so 200 means it's square root, so square root 200 equal to 10 root 2. So this is equal to 10 root 2. This is equal to 10 root 2. But you know the area of a parallelogram whose diagonals d1 vector and d2 vector is equal to half into d1 vector cross d2 vector magnitude. Area of a parallelogram, whose diagonals d1 vector and d2 vector is half into d1 vector cross d2 vector magnitude, and this is equal to half into 10 root 2. This is the 10 root 2 square unit. So this is equal to 5 root 2 square unit. 5 root 2 square unit. So but here we prove that this is equal to 5 root 3, not this is 5 root 3, not 5 root 3. This is equal to 5 root 2 square unit. So answer is area of parallelogram is 5 root 2 square unit. Okay. Next, one more question. So express the vector a bar is equal to 5i cap minus 2j cap plus 5k cap as the sum of two vectors such that one vector is parallel to the vector b vector equal to 3i cap plus k cap and other is perpendicular to b vector. So what are the given? Here a vector is equal to 5i cap minus 2j cap plus 5k cap and another vector b vector is equal to 3i cap plus k cap. So what we ask? We express the given vector a vector is equal to sum of two vectors such that one vector, okay. So we express two vectors. Out of these two vectors, one vector must be parallel to b vector and other vector must be perpendicular to b vector. Okay. बर्तमान आम कौन करिया ए वेक्टर को दीटा वेक्टर सम स्टाइल रे ताको एक्सप्रेस करिया जो दीरा वेक्टर रो सम स्टाइल लिखिथिबा गोटे वेक्टर टी बी वेक्टर को पैरेलल हबो सेथि मध्य आउ गोटे वेक्टर टी बी वेक्टर कोन हबो परपेंडिकुलर होतबो हेले ए वेक्टर टागु आमे केमिति दीरा वेक्टर रे ताको एक्सप्रेस करिबा सो आंसर ओके नाउ सपोज a vector is equal to b vector that is equal to c vector plus d vector. We express the vector a vector is equal to c vector plus d vector where c vector is parallel to b vector and d vector is perpendicular to b vector. Okay, that implies c vector is parallel to b vector. Let we take c vector is equal to okay x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. Now we calculate the value of x, y, z. Since c vector is parallel to b vector, that implies c vector is equal to lambda into b vector. C vector is equal to lambda into b vector. That implies c vector is equal to lambda into b vector. Okay. So c vector is equal to lambda into what is b vector? So b vector is equal to 3 I cap plus k cap. That implies a vector is equal to c vector. So c vector means this is equal to lambda into 3 I cap plus k cap plus d vector. So what is d vector? So d vector is equal to a vector minus lambda into 3 I cap plus k cap. Okay, so what is a vector? So a vector equal to 5 I cap minus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap. 5 I cap minus 2 j cap plus 5 k cap minus lambda into 3 I cap plus k cap. So this is equal to 5 minus 3 lambda into I cap plus minus 2 j cap because here j cap is not, that means this is equal to minus 2 j cap plus 5. Okay. So this is equal to 5 minus lambda into k cap. Okay. So this is equal to d vector. So d vector here given, d vector is perpendicular to b vector. D vector perpendicular to b vector means d vector dot b vector is equal to 0. Perpendicular means the dot product is 0. So what is d vector? 5 minus 3 lambda I cap minus 2 j cap 5 minus lambda into k cap. So b vector means what? So b vector is equal to, okay, that is b vector. So b vector is equal to 3 I cap plus k cap. So that implies write down this one, 5 minus 3 lambda into I cap minus 2 j cap plus 5 minus lambda into k cap dot b vector means 3 I cap plus k cap. 3 I cap plus k cap is equal to 0. That means you know dot product of two vectors in component form. This is the a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2. So 5 minus 3 lambda into 3 plus minus 2 into 0 plus 5 minus lambda into 1 is equal to 0. That implies 15 minus 9 lambda plus 5 minus lambda is equal to 0. So 15 plus 5 20 minus 10 lambda is equal to 0. That implies 10 lambda is equal to 20. 10 lambda is equal to 20. That implies lambda is equal to 2. So lambda is equal to 2. Okay. So if lambda is equal to 2, then what is d vector? Then d vector is equal to, so d vector is equal to 5 minus 3 lambda. So 3 into 2, 5 minus 6. So this is equal to 5 minus 6 into I cap minus 2j cap plus 5 minus 2 into k cap. So this is equal to 5 minus 6 minus I cap minus 2j cap plus 3k cap. So this is equal to d vector is equal to this one. Next, what is the c vector? So c vector is equal to lambda into b vector, but c vector is equal to lambda. So lambda means what? 2 into b vector. So 3I cap plus k cap. So this is equal to 6I cap plus k cap. 6I cap plus k cap. Okay. So clearly c vector is equal to 6I cap plus k cap, and d vector is equal to minus I cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. So therefore a vector is equal to, that's why it's a vector. So a vector means what? So a vector is equal to 5I cap minus 2j cap plus 5k cap is equal to c vector plus d vector. What is c vector? So c vector is equal to 6I cap plus k cap plus, and d vector is equal to minus I cap minus 2j cap plus 3k cap. Okay. If we added in the right hand side, then it will be LHS. See it, is it satisfied or not? So 6I cap minus I cap, 5I cap, okay, minus 2j cap, here k cap, here k cap plus what? This is equal to, c vector means k cap, and d vector means this is 5 minus 2. So 3, so this is equal to, so there is a mistake, that is equal to c vector is, sorry, so c vector is equal to 3 into 2I cap plus k cap. If we multiply 2, so this is the 6I cap plus 2k cap plus 2k cap. This one is not k cap, this one is equal to k cap. So if we added these two vector, so 6I cap minus I cap, this is the 5I cap minus 2j cap, here 2k cap plus 3k cap. So this is equal to 5k cap. So clearly we express the given vector a vector is equal to 5I cap minus 2j cap plus 5k cap as the sum of two vectors, c vector plus d vector. So one vector must be parallel to this given vector, and other vector must be perpendicular to the given vector. Okay, is it clear now? I hope that you are all are understand. Okay, so next we go to another question. So prove by vector method that the perpendicular bisector of sides of a triangle are concurrent. You know the perpendicular bisector of sides of a triangle is known circumcenter. It is known as a circumcenter. We are already proved in first year coordinate geometry by analytical method, but we prove here vector method. So first we take a triangle. We take a triangle, any triangle A, B, C, okay, where D and E, F are the midpoint of sides BC, AC and AB respectively. Suppose two perpendicular bisectors D, okay, this one is a D and this one is DO and DO, EO. These are the perpendicular bisector of side BC and AC meet at point O. Meet at point O. Now you have to join OF. You have to join OF. Okay. That means OF is passes through this point O, means it must be OF perpendicular to AB. So FO, it passing through the point O, passes through the O, means OF must be perpendicular to AB. So these are all intersect at that point O, means we have to prove that OF perpendicular to AB. OF perpendicular to AB means AB vector dot OF vector is equal to 0. Okay. So in this way you have to prove the perpendicular bisector of sides of a triangle are concurrent. But we prove by vector method. First we represented the vertices by vector form. So what we write? Answer. Okay, let ABC be a triangle DEF be the midpoints of sides BC, CA and AB. Okay. Suppose two perpendicular bisectors DO and EO of sides BC and AC meet at point O. Okay, meet at point O. You have to take this one. First DO EO, these are perpendicular bisector. O point रे intersect करले बोले हमें नेबाव करियो तापर F को O को join करियो F को O join कला पर जदि this line or this bisector is passes through the point O, that means it must be perpendicular to AB. So now join FO. Okay. Now to prove OF perpendicular to AB. So these are all are intersect at one point, means we have to prove that OF perpendicular to AB. So OF perpendicular to AB means it's a dot product of these two vector must be 0. Okay, that's why we prove that OF vector dot AB vector is equal to 0. Take O as origin. Take O as origin, that this is equal to O vector, and join OA. This one is equal to A vector, and OB equal to B vector, and OC is equal to C vector. Means the position vector of A is equal to A vector, position vector B is equal to B vector, and position vector of C is equal to C vector. Take O as origin. OA vector is equal to A vector, and OB vector is equal to B vector, and OC vector is equal to C vector. Okay. So what is the position vector of D? Position vector of D, this is equal to OD vector. So OD vector is equal to what? Since D is the midpoint of BC, so this is equal to B vector plus C vector by 2. And the position vector of E, so this is equal to OE vector. So OE vector is equal to what? A vector plus C vector by 2. Okay, and the position vector of F, so this is equal to O vector is equal to A vector plus B vector by 2. Okay, All are understand? Next, what we take? OD, that means OD perpendicular to BC. OD perpendicular to BC. OD perpendicular to BC means OD vector dot BC vector is equal to 0. So what is OD vector? So OD vector means B vector plus C vector by 2, and BC vector means position vector of C minus position vector of B. So this is equal to C vector minus B vector is equal to 0. So scalar here 1 by 2 taking right side, so 0 into 2 is equal to 0. That implies B vector plus C vector is equal to 0 means C vector plus B vector dot C vector minus B vector is equal to 0. That's why it's C vector magnitude square, C vector magnitude square minus B vector magnitude square equal to 0. That implies C vector magnitude is equal to B vector magnitude. Okay. Next, OF is also perpendicular to AC. OF perpendicular to AC. So OF perpendicular to AC means OE perpendicular to AC, because we take this one. So OE means what is the position vector of E? A vector plus C vector. A vector plus C vector by 2 dot AC vector means position vector of C minus position vector of A. So this is equal to C vector minus A vector is equal to 0. So A vector plus C vector means C vector plus A vector by 2. By 2 means 2 is a scalar, we multiply in the right hand side. So 0 into 2 is equal to 0. So C vector plus A vector dot C vector minus A vector, that's why C vector magnitude square minus A vector magnitude square is equal to 0. So C vector magnitude square minus A vector magnitude square is equal to 0. It I mean direct poke dale na nahi. That implies C vector magnitude square is equal to A vector magnitude square. That implies C vector magnitude is equal to A vector magnitude. So from 1 and 2, A vector magnitude equal to B vector magnitude equal to C vector magnitude. Okay. Now actually we prove OF perpendicular to AB. Kahingi ame prathame kon nale OD. Okay. OD means these are the perpendicular bisectors. Two perpendicular bisectors OD and OE meet at a point O. That means OD perpendicular to BC, OE perpendicular to AC. Okay. To prove OF perpendicular to AB means a dot product is 0. So OF vector, now OF vector dot AB vector. So OF vector dot AB vector means, what is OF vector? So OF vector means A vector plus B vector by 2. So this is equal to A vector plus B vector by 2 dot what is AB vector? So AB vector means B vector minus A vector. So this is equal to B vector minus A vector. This is equal to half into B vector plus A vector dot B vector minus A vector. So this is equal to half into B vector magnitude square minus A vector magnitude square. But we know A vector magnitude is equal to B vector magnitude equal to C vector magnitude. Here you write one statement from this is equal to 1 and this is equal to 2. So from 1 and 2, here write from 1 and 2, A vector magnitude equal to B vector magnitude equal to C vector magnitude. Okay. Here these two condition. आमे जेतलो OD perpendicular to BC apply करिबा, OE perpendicular to AC use करिया, तो ए दिरा इक्वेशन हम कोन पाइले ना A vector magnitude is equal to B vector magnitude equal to C vector magnitude. Okay. So now OF vector dot AB vector is equal to half into B vector magnitude square minus A vector magnitude square, and this is equal to B vector magnitude is equal to A vector magnitude. So this is equal to half into 0. So this is equal to 0 because A vector magnitude equal to B vector magnitude equal to C vector magnitude. Okay. So O vector dot AB vector is equal to 0 means that is OF perpendicular to AB. So the perpendicular bisector of sides of a triangle are concurrent. Hence proof is complete. Okay. Next, you do some problems. So these are the all are the problem for yourself. You do this problem. Okay. So number 1, find A vector dot B vector. If A vector magnitude equal to root 26, root 26, and B vector magnitude is equal to 7. A vector cross B vector magnitude is equal to 35. Here A vector cross B vector magnitude is 35, B vector magnitude is 7, and A vector magnitude equal to root 26. What is A vector dot B vector? So first you have to calculate this one. A vector cross B vector magnitude means A vector magnitude, B vector magnitude, sin theta equal to 35. Substitute the value of A vector, B vector. So here you calculate a sin theta. After sin theta, then you calculate cos theta. So cos theta means root over 1 minus sin square theta. Then A vector dot B vector equal to A vector magnitude, B vector magnitude into cos theta. Okay. Next, A vector magnitude 10, B vector magnitude 2, A vector dot B vector is equal to 12. Then find A vector cross B vector magnitude. So third question is the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram are 2i cap minus 4j cap plus 5k cap and I cap minus 2j cap plus minus 3k cap. Find the unit vector parallel to one of its diagonal. So what is if adjacent sides of a parallelogram are the given? So what will be diagonals of a parallelogram? So one diagonal is the sum of these two adjacent sides, and other diagonal will be difference of the two adjacent sides. You know, in a parallelogram, if A vector and B vector are the two adjacent sides, then A vector plus B vector is a diagonal. Okay, and A vector minus B vector other diagonal. Jodi sum da gote diagonal hobo, difference ta tankara other diagonal hobo. Teno gote diagonal ro unit vector ta tame bahar kariyo. So find the unit vector parallel to one of its diagonal. तो प्रथमे डायगोनल वेक्टर टा बाहर करियो जोड़ा कि A वेक्टर प्लस B वेक्टर रही जीवो तार यूनिट वेक्टर माने से वेक्टर ना नहीं बाय से वेक्टर रा मैग्नीट्यूड. नेक्स्ट यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट द फाइंड द एरिया मींस A वेक्टर प्लस B वेक्टर रा मैग्नीट्यूड. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, इफ A वेक्टर B वेक्टर C वेक्टर आर थ्री वेक्टर्स of magnitude 3, 2, 5 respectively, if each one is perpendicular to some of other vector, that means A vector perpendicular to B vector plus C vector, B vector perpendicular to C vector plus A vector, and C vector perpendicular to A vector plus B vector. Then prove that A vector plus B vector plus C vector magnitude is equal to root 38. You know A vector plus B vector plus C vector magnitude square is equal to A vector magnitude square plus B vector magnitude square plus C vector magnitude square plus 2 times A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. Using this formula you have to calculate. Okay. Next question, for any vector A bar, so that A vector cross I cap ro magnitude square plus A vector cross J cap ro magnitude square plus A vector cross K cap ro magnitude square is equal to 2A vector magnitude square. For any vector means you have to take A vector is equal to X I cap plus Y J cap plus Z K cap. First you have to calculate A vector cross I cap means this is equal to determinant of I cap, J cap, K cap, and write the component of A vector in second row X, Y, Z, and the component of I cap in third row, that is the 1, 0, 0. यार डिटरमिनेंट बाहर करियो ना नहीं डिटरमिनेंट बाहर करला पर तार मैग्नीट्यूड बाहर करियो मैग्नीट्यूड स्क्वायर टा नबो केता आछी देखियो एठी जति आइबो एटा सिमिलरली पकेबो एटा सिमिलरली पकेबो सो यू गेट 2 into A vector magnitude square. So due to using all the concept of dot product, cross product, and fundamental of the vector, so you can do all the problems in a textbook exercise for textbook, and you also do this problem. Okay, so this vector chapter is very easy to calculate, and this one is most important chapter. Okay, so in the next class we read coordinate 3D, 3-dimensional space. Thank you.